Can you imagine a world where NATO and Russia are vying for the spotlight on Ukraine's dance floor? Welcome to the geopolitical block party. It's a dance-off like no other, with NATO and Russia busting their moves and Ukraine's dance floor caught in the middle. Picture it as a complex choreography of strategy, alliances, and power plays. Now, this isn't your average house party. This is a global stage where the music is political rhetoric, the dance steps are strategic moves, and the dancers represent nations with their interests at stake. It's a rhythm set by the drumbeat of geopolitics, a dance dictated by the tempo of international relations. And as the music plays on, the dance intensifies. The stakes? Nothing less than global stability and peace. So put on your dancing shoes and join us on this journey. Stay tuned as we explore this high-stakes dance-off. In this global dance-off, the stakes are high and the dancers are ready. Picture a dance floor, but not just any dance floor. This one spans across the globe, with the spotlight on Eastern Europe. The crew, NATO, is at one end, popping and locking, ready to bust out their moves. On the other end, Russia, with its steely gaze and intimidating stance, is also ready to break it down. The dance floor, Ukraine, is caught in the middle, a battleground of beats and rhythm. It's not just about who can pull off the best moves, it's about the harmony of the block, the safety of the neighborhood. The DJ is spinning a mix that ranges from immediate threat beat to long game groove. The rhythm is intense, the beats are pulsating, setting the tone for this high-stakes dance-off. Now let's meet the dancers. NATO, an alliance of 29 nations, is a diverse crew, each with its unique style and rhythm. They've got the United States, the UK, Germany, France, and many others, all coming together to protect their bloc, their people. They've been practicing, strategizing, preparing for this face-off. They believe in collective defense, meaning an attack on one is an attack on all. Their unity is their strength, their shared rhythm, their shield. On the opposite side, Russia, a solitary figure on this dance floor, has been flexing its muscles, showing off its moves. It's been a complex relationship with Russia and NATO, once dance partners during the Cold War, now at odds over Ukraine. Russia's dance moves are unpredictable, a mix of power and subtlety, keeping NATO on its toes. Each country, each dancer, has its interests, its style, its rhythm. They bring these to the dance floor, creating a dynamic, intricate dance-off that reverberates across the globe. The stakes are high, the tension palpable. It's more than a dance. It's about keeping the block safe, the music playing, the rhythm flowing. The dance floor is set, let the dance-off begin. The beat is up, but the challenge is real. Picture this. Our crew, NATO, is locked in a high-stakes breakdance battle against Russia. But this isn't just about who has the best moves or the flashiest tricks. This is about keeping the block, our global neighborhood, safe. Now you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, let's break it down. The DJ's spinning a mix that's got everyone on edge, a soundtrack called Immediate Threat Beat, that's all about Russia's power moves in Eastern Europe. And Ukraine's dance floor? Well, it's smack dab in the middle of this face-off. Here's the kicker. NATO's got to keep the beat going, but Uncle Sam's wallet, once the main source of funds, is getting thin. The crew can't rely on one member to foot the bill, not when the stakes are this high. Every member of the crew has to chip in, share the burden, and keep the music playing. Sounds simple, right? But it's not. This is a dance-off on a global scale, and the moves are complicated. We're not just talking about military might here. We're talking about cyber defenses, economic sanctions, diplomatic negotiations, and more. It's a multifaceted approach, and every step, every move, has to be coordinated and in sync. And let's not forget about the spectators. The rest of the world is watching, and they're judging our moves too. If NATO stumbles, if the crew can't keep the beat, the repercussions could be massive. This isn't just about one dance-off, it's about the global balance of power, the future of international relations, and the safety and security of nations. But here's the thing. NATO's been in this game for a long time. The crew's got some serious skills, and they're not backing down. They're stepping up, ready to face the challenge head-on. Because this isn't just about winning the dance-off. It's about more than that. It's about showing that the crew can work together, that they can dance in unison, that they can face the music and keep the beat going no matter how tough the challenge. It's about proving that they're not just a crew, but a family. And when family's on the line, you don't back down, you step up, you rise to the challenge. And that's exactly what NATO's doing. They're rising to the challenge, standing up to Russia, and doing what it takes to keep the bloc safe. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about a dance-off, it's about peace. It's about security. It's about ensuring that the bloc, the world, remains a safe place for everyone. The dance-off isn't just about winning, it's about keeping the bloc safe. Meet the homies on the Eastern Bloc, ready to make their moves. We've got Poland, Estonia, Romania, Lithuania, and a few others in the mix. They're on the front line of this dance-off, and their game plan is clear. It's all about gearing up and flexing their moves, standing strong against the rhythm of the Russian beats. Poland, the big bro of the group, is stepping up, breaking out fresh moves. They're investing in their defense, beefing up their military might, and showing they're not afraid to bust a move when the music gets tough. Estonia, on the other hand, is the DJ of the crew. They're spinning the decks in the digital realm, leading the charge in cyber defense. They're combating the Russian hackers, those who try to scratch their records and disrupt their groove. Romania, the smooth operator, is working the diplomatic angles, building bridges with the West while keeping an eye on the East. They're stepping in time with NATO, but they're also grooving to their own beat, ensuring they keep their national interests in check. Then there's Lithuania, the b-boy of the group. They're not just dancing, they're breakdancing, flexing their military muscles and standing strong on the front line. They're ready to pop and lock at a moment's notice, showing Russia they've got the moves to defend their turf. But it's not all about the dance-off. These crew members are also working to keep the community vibe strong. They're building resilience, strengthening their societies against potential Russian influence. They're spinning the decks of democracy, keeping the beats of freedom and independence pumping. And let's not forget about their contributions to the alliance. They're not just dancing to their own beats, they're dancing in sync with NATO. They're contributing troops, participating in joint exercises, and sharing intelligence. They're stepping up, not just for their own sake, but for the sake of the alliance. So what's their end game? It's simple. They're dancing to keep the peace, to ensure that the beats of democracy and freedom keep playing. They're dancing to show Russia that they won't be bullied, that they're ready to stand up and bust a move when necessary. But they're also dancing to show the world that they're part of the crew, that they're committed to the NATO alliance. They're dancing to show that they're ready to contribute, to step up, and to do their part to keep the bloc party going. So, as the beats of the geopolitical dance-off continue to play, keep an eye on the homies on the Eastern Bloc. They're not just dancing, they're strategizing, they're contributing, and they're standing strong. They're showing the world that they're ready to step up, to bust a move, and to do their part to keep the peace. These homies aren't just dancing, they're strategizing. NATO's spinning a dual strategy. Let's see it in motion. On the global stage, NATO isn't just throwing shapes. It's orchestrating a complex choreography of diplomacy and defense, each move calculated, each step measured. This dance demands more than just rhythm. It calls for resilience, readiness, and resolve. At the heart of NATO's strategy is a dual approach, deterrence and dialogue. The crew isn't just ready to bust a move, they're prepared to engage in dialogue, to communicate, negotiate, and deliberate. Each step is a statement, every pirouette a proposition, each leap a show of strength and solidarity. But this isn't a solo performance. It's a group routine, and each member of the crew plays a crucial role. From the east, the Baltics bring their agility, adeptly maneuvering between beats. Poland provides the power moves, its strength and stability providing a firm foundation. And then there's the United States, the crew's choreographer, guiding the group with strategic direction and coordination. These moves aren't just for show. They're a response to the changing rhythms and beats of the geopolitical dance floor. As the music shifts, so too does the choreography. The crew is constantly adapting, adjusting their moves to the beat of the drum, the pulse of the crowd, the tempo of the times. But let's not forget about Ukraine. This dance isn't just about NATO. It's about keeping Ukraine's dance floor safe. The crew's got Ukraine's back, helping it to find its feet, to move to its own beat. It's not just about lending a hand. It's about empowering Ukraine to take the lead, to own the dance floor. What's more, this dance isn't confined to the dance floor. The crew is taking it to the streets, engaging with the community, building resilience, promoting peace. They're not just breaking, they're building bridges, building connections, building understanding. But let's be clear, this isn't just a dance-off, it's a standoff. The stakes are high, the tension palpable. But the crew is ready. They're ready to face the music, to meet the challenge head-on. They're ready to hold their ground, to stand their stance, to fight for peace. And here's the thing, this isn't just about winning the dance-off. It's about changing the game, transforming the dance floor. It's about inspiring others to join the dance, to contribute their own moves, their own rhythms, their own beats. So as the music continues to play, as the dance-off rages on, remember, it's not just about the dance, it's about ensuring the neighborhood stays safe. It's about unity, solidarity, resilience. It's about keeping the peace, letting the good beats roll, and ensuring the party never stops. In this global block party, the dance-off is not just about winning. It's about more than just the crew. It's about ensuring the party never stops, and peace gets a chance to groove on. This isn't a solo performance. It's a collective effort, a unified dance that involves everyone from Uncle Sam to the homies on the Eastern Bloc. Picture it, NATO, spinning a dual strategy, keeping the peace while ready to throw down. It's a complex choreography that requires precision, coordination, and above all, unity. The dance floor Ukraine is under threat, and the crew's got to keep the beats playing. It's about everyone chipping in, not just one. But it's not just about the immediate threat beat. It's also about the long game groove. It's about understanding the rhythm of geopolitics, the ebb and flow of power, the complex dance of diplomacy. It's about recognizing that every move, every step, every beat has consequences. And it's about being ready to face those consequences together. It's also about recognizing that this dance-off isn't just about military might. It's about diplomacy, it's about resilience, it's about community. It's about building bridges, not walls. It's about creating a block party that welcomes everyone, that respects everyone, that protects everyone. And let's not forget, this dance-off is also a dance with Russia. A dance that requires careful steps. A dance that requires a steady beat. A dance that requires the right moves at the right time. It's a dance that's not about outdoing the other, but about finding a rhythm that allows everyone to groove. In the end, this dance-off, this global block party, is about peace. It's about creating a world where the beats of war are replaced by the grooves of diplomacy. It's about crafting a rhythm that resonates with the values of freedom, democracy, and unity. It's about ensuring that the party never stops, that the dance floor remains open to everyone, that the beats of peace continue to play. So, what's your take on NATO's moves? Do you think the crew's got the right groove? Do you think the dance-off is heading in the right direction? We'd love to hear your thoughts, your insights, your perspectives. After all, this block party is not just about us. It's about you too. If you enjoyed this dance-off, hit like, share, and subscribe. Keep the conversation going in the comments. What's your take on NATO's moves? Until next time, keep the peace and let the good beats roll.